Hello, everyone, and welcome back to ReeRoles. This is Arcane Veil. It's our Mage the Ascension story, where I get to guide a group of young mages through what should be a fun and enlightening journey as they make friends, discover love, and be all around good people. Or get eaten by a monster. Who knows? One of those will happen. But we'll go ahead and let these beautiful people tell you where you're going, and we're going to start clockwise again. So go ahead and start us off, Ethan.
Yeah, so I'm playing Ethan tonight. I'm at Sir Monolith on the socials, and you can pretty much just find me here, causing chaos for Ree and seeing what's going. I'm excited to see what new trouble we get in tonight because last week was a little bit quiet. We need a little lull in the action after blowing up some cars and running from the technocracy.
I'm guessing it's my turn next.
Yeah, we're
Hi.
professionals.
Hi, I am Ari. I will be playing Kian again tonight. Everything's going great. It's perfectly fine. We're in no danger whatsoever.
Bold of you to assume I'm Gina Von Ash playing Dr. Claudia Fountain Blue Drake, and I just saw my avatar and I think he wants to talk with me. So shit might happen, things might blow up, and I'm not sorry, but I'm sorry.
And hi, I'm Kira 858. I'm playing the Sweet Bean Phoenix, who is trying really hard to trust his cabal when his family members keep giving them 50-50 things of reasons why they should have trusted cabal. It's a work in progress. It's like, if you ever played Blades in the Dark, and you had the little clock. I think we're like
I
50.
sent you home with food, my guy.
That's why I put it up at 75%. Food does a lot.
Oh, God.
That's me.
Trust is a very difficult thing to come by in the world of the awakened. But we are going to return to our cabal, and I think one particular member of our cast is very excited. So we'll just go ahead and start with her. So, Claudia, as we rejoin you, you stand at the window of your home. A figure is dressed like a Norse hunter, a bow in one arm, a sling of arrows on their side, and they look at you. Do you do anything?
Yeah. She walks from where she was in her living room through the kitchen, picks up a backpack, walks out, puts her hood over her head, walks over to him, and gives him a
As
bow.
you open your front door, you feel fear. And as you swing it open, you stare in confusion as you are once again standing in the atrium, the entranceway of your home.
So I tried to walk out and I could not walk out.
That is correct.
Back door.
As you are going to the back door, can I have you make me a dexterity and athletics roll, please? Difficulty 7.
Or um okay, so she's gonna take one of her pills out of her pocket and she's gonna swallow it. And I'm gonna use life 3 to boost up my dexterity, please and thank you.
As you go to call on your magic to alter reality, you find that it does not respond. Nothing happens.
We played this game before. Got it. Oh, cool. That's 2.
Just as you are about to exit the atrium, you can feel the primordial instincts, the thing that connects you to your animal cousins, warn you. And you don't even realize it before you've taken a step back and an arrow shoots right past you and embeds itself into the wall. Behind you, the front door doesn't so much as open as it fades from existence, and the hunter steps into your home. What are you doing?
Is there any way for me to figure out what he wants through perception and awareness using my instinctive?
I would say you can make a perception and empathy roll.
I had empathy.
Ah,
Well, let's see if you have anything. Wait, is the empathy exist? I would say you can choose awareness. I would say this will fall under awareness is under purview.
Can I use my
I'll be
instinctive
kind.
thing underneath perception, please?
I think this would be a great time for that specialty.
Yay, because extra dice. Oh, what's my diff?
6.
Scornus. That's 5, and I got a crit because I have 2 zeros.
All right. So it's 5 successes with the crit, correct? Or is it
Right, because I had 2 zeros.
okay?
And I'm using my...
Okay. As you see the hunter begin to draw and knock another arrow, and it isn't the logical part of your brain that picks up on this. It isn't the rational thought, the intelligence. It's the part of you that wants to survive. And it comes to you as an impulse, a hunger, a need. You need to get out of this house. If you don't know if you will survive.
I have another door in the back way that is blocked by a wall. Actually, several walls. If I can roll or dodge to get out of that door that is not in line, that is not in a shot through or eye shot from the avatar to get
All
out.
right. Make me a dexterity and athletics roll to see if you can avoid the next hit.
Right, because can't boost my dex. Okay, got it too. We're rolling 2s today, kids.
You begin to make your way over, and once again, another arrow. This time, the arrow is covered in what looks to be sharp, barbed pieces of metal. Slams into the wall mere inches from where your head had been.
Then we're going out the window.
All right, roll me strength and athletics to see if you can go through the window.
Great, same pool. I got a 1.
You begin to
As
make
in
your
one
way
success.
over. You begin to make your way over to the window, but just before you get there, just before you can slam a shoulder into the glass, an arrow catches you in the right shoulder blade, and red hot pain explodes as panic begins to set in. You're going to take 1 level of aggravated damage. And the hunter is coming. You can see now he has switched from his bow to what looks to be a ancient looking spear. And just staring at it gives you this feeling as if you're looking at a pack of wild animals, each one hammering and yammering to rip you apart. He's coming. What are you doing?
Oh. Still going with my instincts. And he's walking towards me.
He's coming.
Fuck. Right. Shit. I have to challenge him in a way. Okay. Well, we're gonna stop that panic for a moment. Look at him. I know that the arrow hurts. Is there any way to use matter to pull the arrow out of me without hurting me? Using matter too.
As you reach for the part of your consciousness, the part that connects to your ability to change reality, you find it does not respond to you.
Fuck it. I don't have much of anything in fighting techniques, but you know what? I can craft. I'll kick my table over and start making a barricade. And I will craft my way through this.
All right, roll me. I would say roll either dexterity or intelligence and craft to see what you can put together. I'm going to put the difficulty here at 8. You were doing it in you're injured, and this is not exactly optimal situation.
No, but then again, is the seeking ever optimal?
Knowledge and enlightenment has its price.
That's a 4.
You begin to place together a large barricade, and you find as you're working, the house around you almost responds. It almost pulls itself forward to assist you, and your barricade becomes more of a expression of your will. Let's see how sturdy that will is. Okay, you feel it first, an impact slam into the wood. It begins to buckle and groan, but it is holding for now.
She'll find what she can to fortify it, and then try to craft a weapon.
As you begin to form a weapon, to try and piece something together, you begin to hear howling, almost as if hounds, dogs from somewhere else are making their way. And as you look over, you see the wood in the walls beginning to take shape, beginning to pull themselves out of a 2D world and into one of 3 dimensions. What do you do?
Know what I'm going to do. She's going to recite a line from Dune as she decides to turn around and again fortify and build weapons. And she's showing courage. And she's just going to say, I must not fear. Fear is a mind killer. Fear is a little death that brings total oblivion. I will face my fear. And she's saying this out loud so he can hear. I will permit it to pass over me and through me. And when it is gone, I will turn the inner eye to see its path. Where the fear has gone, there will be nothing. Only I will remain.
Make a willpower roll. Difficulty 8.
Great. 3.
Okay. You are repeating your mantra, trying to resolve yourself as these dogs, these hounds, rip their way into the world. Moment later, your barricade begins to splinter, and the person that steps through isn't the hunter. It is an amalgamation of your family, each one wielding a variety of wicked weapons, from cleavers to axes to spears, almost as if the form of your avatar can't decide what to be, what to stick with. And I need you to make a roll. You are going to defend yourself with your weapons. I need a strength and melee roll.
Don't have melee.
I've made interesting decisions.
Can I do
I would
strength and
say-
athletics?
Sure. I will say the difficulty would be higher, but you can go for it. I will say the difficulty will be at a 7.
That's 2.
You bring your spears up to your weapons up, and just as the hunter brings down what looks to be a massive war hammer, you can feel the impact in every part of your bones, your muscles. It's almost as if he's hit something deeper inside you. And as your weapons splinter and shatter, his face shifts again. This time he looks almost like a chromed version of a human, a perfect version of what humanity could be, almost like something a technocrat would create. Fear is here to help you survive, It's not some game or something you convince yourself to use. So, survive. And he slams a boot into your chest with the force of a cannon. You fly backwards through the window, and for a moment you feel that you may get away from whatever this is. But when your back hits the familiar rugs, the familiar fabric of the entryway of your house, you realize the test has not ended. You take 2 more levels of aggravated damage as the hunter begins to step through the wreckage of the window, and you see it's almost like space itself distorts as he steps out of a second floor window and into the first floor without falling. Behind him are 3 of these dogs, each one snarling. What do you do?
She does listen to him, and did she actually fall out of the house? Is she on the grass?
No, you fell out of the window but back into the house.
Okay, so pretty much I am trapped, and okay. She nods. She goes, I know. She'll look at him and go, I know that fear is a warning system, but if I let fear consume me, then I cannot grow. I cannot change. I cannot develop. I must know when to fear, to recognize it and grow from it, right? And she will turn around to dodge and try again to fortify for a moment in the kitchen so she can start pulling things for defensive to hold, but at the same time using different crafting skills now and different tools to help her survive. And she'll pull out her cast iron pots and pans for weapons.
This time it is the hounds that rush you. I need a strength. I also do strength and athletics roll again. Difficulty 7. As you attempt to fight them off.
That's a 3. A 9 and
This
2 7s.
This
Give me
time,
difficulty 7.
as the dogs rush you, you're able to repel them. Your makeshift weapons are just barely enough that you can see as they slam into it, the pots and pans and things you've used begin to bend and twist from the fight. You do not take any more damage.
Thank you. That's gonna hurt.
What else are you doing?
When she staves off that with the metal and she sees that works, she hasn't used metal before for weapons, and she will start to utilize more of her cooking utensils that she has used with magic because she's a kitchen witch, and she will utilize them for weaponry, especially with her knives.
Right? As you are defending off the hounds, the hunter, this time dressed almost like some sort of executive, dark black suit, face almost chiseled from stone. He steps into the room and he looks at you in clear disdain and disappointment. You cannot beat me. And you see he reaches in to his suit, and as he pulls something out, he opens his hand, and what looks to be a swarm of mutated hornets appear and begin to fly toward you. So why do you try?
It's not defeating you. It's learning from you. It is learning what to do and what not to do, how to grow, how not to grow. But at the same time, understanding exactly how to survive in different ways, in different measures. and she'll pull out a colander and a netting to just put it up and trap it so she can move and dodge and climb right up the stairs.
Homemade dexterity and athletics.
Because that's my favorite roll, apparently. These 3 little dice. Okay, that's a 2.
Your makeshift net begins to work, but it is after only three or so seconds that you begin to see the fabric tear as these hornets force their way through, and they begin to cut into your skin. And you take another level of aggravated damage, Claudia. What are you at total now?
You gave me 4 aggravated.
4. Okay. Do you keep fighting?
It's not fighting, it's defending. She is trying to survive, and she's utilizing the tools that she knows how to do to survive. And if it cuts through her, she's going to go upstairs and start pulling out the fabric to weave a better net to defend. Because I can't beat him offensively, but I can try to do what I can to survive. And if I go up the stairs and I'm able to do it, she'll put up a net and try and get out through the window.
Okay. Roll me intelligence and craft.
Yay, more dice. What's my diff? 6 or 7?
I want to say 7. To make a I don't know what this would be. A parachute.
That's a 4.
Okay. You take as much time as you can. The sounds of the dogs hounding you approaches. Almost as you finish your parachute, the sound of the dogs begin to fade as what sounds like the boots of a military drill instructor fill the air. And as you grab your parachute and begin to jump, you can see the outside. The house has not shifted. But before you can, a spear slams into the middle of the parachute. You feel the fabric begin to tear. And then the world seems to go silent. Do you still jump?
Yes. I have to get out. He wants me to survive.
As you take a leap of faith into the darkness, into the outside, the world shifts. You aren't sure if you're falling. You aren't sure if there's light. And then you feel something grab hold. Your awareness expands. You become aware of what feels like a mountain pass. One that seems to go forever into the distance. A pathway in front of you that is shrouded. And then you feel yourself take a step forward. And a voice from everywhere speaks. This time, lacks derision, it lacks hatred. And it's almost satisfaction. You are not my first host, and you will not be my last. Your goal is to survive. Nothing else matters. Survival at any cost. And then the world returns. You are standing in front of your window. This time there is no hunter outside. The injuries, the wounds you had sustained, the ones that felt like they were mere seconds away from taking your life, are gone. And you have gained Arte 4.
Not wrong.
And while Claudia deals with that, her emotions, her night, let's see what the other members of our cabal are doing. So let's see. Phoenix, what are you doing this day? I believe we'll say it's late afternoon-ish. What are you doing?
So where we last left off, I was talking to my roommate slash sister Tegan, and she was doing some work for the oldest Ariel, and she mentioned that the people that could be located underneath the water may not be an actual ghost. According to my notes, she says they made a lot of spirits don't use mental attacks. It seems weird. Why would the ghost be just under the water? Why would it just close up the building to stop our friends from leaving? So, upon that revelation, I decided to not fully go back to the drawing board, but see if I could do some further digging as to what these individuals may be, and probably ask Tegan for assistance, since I will likely be in danger as I'm approaching this aspect.
Okay. So, how are you going about getting researching this? Are you trying to go beneath the lake on your own, or are you trying to research things? How are you looking to gain this new information?
I'm going through the family connections. That's the whole entire purpose of having some great family connections. Is to be like, hey, let's pull together our resources and see if you can help your baby brother out. Because in the words of Whoopi Goldberg, I'm in danger. So let me let me investigate what may be happening here.
All right. So I'm going to say this will fall under enigmas. So you may roll intelligence and enigmas. I will say the difficulty will be 8, and you can add dice equal to your family help merit. I forget what the merit is called, but that one.
All right. Okay. You said enigmas. Okay, so I got 2 there. 7. And you said difficulty 8.
Difficulty 8. Yep.
Okay, nice. 1. Oh, that one has 3. Okay, I had 2 zeros. That would have been 4 successes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
With 5 successes and the assistance of your family, you don't think it is any sort of umbral spirit, especially not a low umbral one. From what you and your family have put together, is most wraiths, most ghosts usually have some sort of reason for being there, and since these were some sort of base or home for mages, you don't think it's likely that they would have turned into a ghost, or if they had, they would have been able to communicate in some way, or at least they would have wanted to, or at bare minimum would have wanted to try to take one of your companions' bodies. But with that option ruled out, you come across a passage in one of the books owned by your old elder sister that mentions memories. Some sort of what is described as a mind effect that has been allowed to live and to linger behind a consciousness that could have gone maybe mad over the years. Some sort of servant in the book. You see, it does mention that things like this had been relatively popular in a place called Horizon, though I would say you've learned, because your sister is more of the traditional type, that Horizon has long since fallen. But it was something they had used, consciousnesses without solid form that could act as both servitors and guardians or custodians. Without having seen the thing itself, you aren't too sure, but it does seem to match what they described a bit better. Something like that would be more likely to have used some sort of mind affecting ability, especially if it was there designed to be some sort of mental guardian of some sort. I would say we had 5 successes with a crit. There is a theory amongst Tegan, that perhaps the woman that Ethan would have mentioned might be different, though you aren't sure. The description that Ethan gave wasn't very detailed, but Tegan's theory is that those are two separate things. They may not be connected.
Oh. Maybe two separate things. So, since it's a consciousness, that does not fall under the spirit sphere, but the mind sphere, correct?
That is correct.
Oh, okay. So, of course, Phoenix always appreciate, family time together, and this was kind of like just another excuse for them to get together, both so to help keep them alive. Is very appreciative over this, and is going to reach out to the group and saying that they have some news that they could be able to share when we decide to meet up. Yeah, me.
Okay. We will say wherever you are, you do receive that message. For Ethan and Kian, is there anything that you all wish to do before we'll say we go to the next day where you all can meet up?
I don't know that Ethan would be up to too much aside from probably continuing to work on building the stuff that he was working on, for our return to the lake, so that we can be prepared for that. So if I need to do any additional rolls now, I can.
Well, we'll say, we'll put a pin on that. We'll make those rolls once the day rolls over. But yes, you will get some more rolls. Kian, what about you?
I think he's just going through the thing his mentor gave him.
All right. You are... What do you have research or library? I don't think you have library as a skill.
Nope.
You have speed read as a skill, perchance.
Nope.
You're making my job very difficult here.
I'm sorry, I did not take research because we have other characters for research.
Disappointing. Just roll me straight intelligence roll, difficulty 6. See how fast you can digest what is being written. What has been written.
One success.
All right, so you managed to get through the first chapter throughout the rest of that day and into the evening, and you find that it is a diary entry. It is written from the perspective of someone who was either there or had somehow seen these events, but it is detailing the formation of a cabal that included one member of an organization called the Ai Baton. I would say, I believe I'll let you roll. I don't remember if I let Kian roll the last time or if that was just Phoenix. But the cabal included the Ai Baton member, an Order of Hermes member, and a member of the Celestial Chorus. And they were attempting to conduct research into what they called the force of dynamism, or the force of change. They had believed that if they could just understand it better, they may be able to predict the way that consensus would work. So that'll be about all you managed to get through before the night ends.
Yep. He's sitting on his couch with like a cup of tea. We're just reading.
Okay. And that all four of you have had some encounters, have gotten to do some interesting things. So the next day, you all will be able to regather. But first, Ethan, I need you to make a couple of rolls for me. How many successes were you at before? Remind me. Do you have that written somewhere?
I think I was at like 5 or 6 total from the rolls we had. I can't remember exactly. I didn't write it down.
Okay. All right.
I know I still had work to do, but
All right. In that case, make me. I believe it was. Was it intelligence and craft, or was it intelligence and science?
It was
For this one.
intelligence science.
All right. Make me intelligence and science roll.
Oh no! Wait. I finished crafting the items.
Yes, you're on Arate, actually. So
Yeah.
forget that. Roll me your Arate. Roll me your Arate on this one. I would say you're trying to make something that let you breathe underwater for. I believe I said it would be charms that will let it work for an hour. So I believe I said that would be a 2-dot set of charms. So you need 10 successes total.
Okay.
And now you're working with magic. So you may start getting some paradox. You may be not. If you
what's
don't do too well.
what's the difficulty here?
That seed to effect, you're working in the sanctum, so there'll be 5. I don't believe your sanctum has any. What's your sanctum? If you're at sanctum 2, I believe that means it would go down by 1, so 4.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd have to grab some other stuff to bring it down because it could get it down a little bit lower, but not with what I have now. Okay. All right. First roll is 2 successes and 1 3, so it's not a fail, so that's good.
Okay. 2 successes to start. Let's get it. See what you can do.
And 2 more successes on the next roll.
Okay.
And no fails. I'll just say the number of successes, and if there's a 1, it has to be 2 1s, right?
Yeah, there just have to be enough 1s that it's no
counteract.
successes on the roll. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So all right. 1 success on the third roll, and then I believe I have 1 more stamina. So, and then 2 more successes. So
Okay.
7 total so far.
You can make a stamina roll to push through. Difficulty 6. You just need 1 success. You take the risk.
Mm-hmm. Got 1 success. I did not get 2 successes. I got 1.
All right, you're at 8. You can make the roll again. You've made, let me see, 5 rolls. So far there are 5 points of paradox that you would get if you fail, if you lose control of the process here. So let's see. You can make the roll again for your stamina, but this time difficulty will be at 7. Keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You only need 1 success.
Well, I need 1 success not to eat the paradox. But you need 2 successes to finish.
Yes, you need 1 success to continue rolling.
Oh, thank you. Jesus. That's a 9 and a 7.
All right, make me another Arcane roll.
That was the Arcane. Oh, another one at the
make
end?
the stamina roll first to see if you can keep rolling.
Oh, okay.
Or if you're too tired, and then make the Arcane roll.
Okay, that was the Arcane roll. Let me do the stamina roll. Okay, 2 successes.
All right, you can keep going. Make me 1 more Arcane roll. See if you can get the
2 successes
on the Arcane roll.
Yeah.
All right. So at 10 successes, I would say you've done it. You have created it as well. I would say you've infused 5 points of quintessence into this pack of charms. So as you are taking them out of the, I don't know what lab people use for cooking stuff, the beakers. What does it look like for us, Ethan?
We'll make it easy. It's gonna be a little, those little, I want to say, we'll make them like drinks, right? Like it's gonna look like not like little small kind of bottles, kind of like those mini, not like those mini Gatorade bottles.
Sure. Okay.
That way it looks normal, and they're easy to carry around and pass out.
What color are these drinks you've made for the class?
Let's say they're ice blue, like that Gatorade ice blue, the light blue one.
Sounds healthy. Sure. So you've made it. You carefully bottle them up, and as you give it a few minutes to cool, you have charms. I will let you. You can add them to your sheet, and I'll say you can come up with a name for whatever you would like to call them. But they will give an imbiber the ability to breathe underwater for an hour per dosage. We'll say hour per charm, and you have 6 of them.
Oh, also just one thing I forgot to mention. I would have given my familiar quintessence before I went to bed. So I would have given 2. So she's good for the week.
Nice.
Familiar is pleased.
How many did you say I made with that, Ree?
6, 2 times your
6.
RT rating.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So as you are finishing up that part, we'll say we'll move on to the next day, and we'll say it's about early morning, maybe 10 a.m. when the 4 of you reconvene. Are you all meeting at Claudia's home?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like we'd already kind
Oh.
of like agreed to do that, or did we?
Yeah, was yeah, like was there a phone call? Be like, hey, are we meeting?
I gave you dinner and breakfast, and nobody told me you guys are going to circle back and come back. I mean,
Man, should know
Kian-
better.
so she can have food.
Kian en route is like on my way.
Why? Good morning.
Good morning.
Are we meeting here?
But I was coming over. I don't know about the other 2.
Oh, you haven't heard from Tweedledum Tweedledee.
I barely tell. He just calls her instead because he's driving.
That's fair. Okay.
No, I
So-
don't. I don't keep up with everybody.
Yeah, neither do I. I had a rough night last night, so I'm cooking light. Is breakfast burritos okay?
I mean, yes.
Do you like hot sauce in yours or no?
What type of hot sauce?
What? How
Is it
do you take
homemade?
it?
Well, I-
Everything in my house is homemade. Yes.
Okay. Sure. I'll give it a try.
Okay. I mean, do you want hot? You want mild, hot, kind of hot, but it's gonna come back at you later. Slightly lava or your dragon.
I'm Irish.
And
You know, mild would be a good starting off because I don't know how you like stack your heat, and I definitely do not want to become a dragon. I want a dragon.
I'm American French, so it's more about the flavor and less about the intensity. But I've learned that Americans like intensity, so I can give you the French version.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Are you calling them or am I calling them? They gotta find their own way here.
You know what? We'll just let fate decide on this one. Let's
Okay.
keep driving.
Roger, I'll go make your salsa.
Was there like anything special about the directions there, or like could we have memorized how to get there after our previous trip? I'm assuming it's not too hard
Yeah.
to get there. Okay.
No, she didn't make it a secret. Just warn a
cool.
bitch. Which clearly you didn't learn, and you're just gonna drop in. This is fine.
Yeah, I think because there was no statement of where we were going, I think Phoenix just assumes like, oh, okay, it's probably over Claudia's place again. So Phoenix comes by next. They're going to be driving because everyone else has a red vehicle, so I need to stay on brand. I'm going to be driving a red. What's that? That new Kia, that Kia electric one, the EZ. I think it's the EZ. Kia EV. I think it's the EV6. The EV6. So they drive up. It's all red. And as they come out, they have their arms filled with what looks to be bags of food of different containers. It's like, I can't prepare it this time. And they're just like holding it and like struggling to get inside with this massive stash. Hello?
Mon Dieu.
I wanted to say thank you, and I wanted to do something in return. So I hope you like sweets, because I surely do. I love sugar. Can I put this down?
Sure. Thank you. But what did you bring? And I have breakfast burritos. Do you want one?
Yes. Okay, so you cover the savory, I cover the sweet. So I have cakes, I have Hawaiian rolls, I have cookies, I have chocolate chip cookies, I have
Did you
sugar
make
cookies.
them?
Oh no, I bought this. I can't cook.
Do you want to learn?
You would teach me?
We.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. We're gonna work on Kian's breakfast burrito.
Oh,
Do you know eggs?
We're not starting with sugar. Okay.
Oh no. You graduate to sugar. Don't worry. Here, eggs. You know what eggs are? Yes.
Yes.
She puts 4 into a bowl and she goes, "Good, whisk these." And she gives you a fork.
I gotta put this down first.
He just grabs them and goes.
Okay. Well, yeah, they'll take the huevos. And look at kids like, okay, I guess I'm helping you in the kitchen. I got the huevos as they hold them up.
What the hell is a huevo?
Oh, X. It's Spanish.
Oh, no no parlez français?
No.
Pourquoi?
Because I was in California, and in California is much more common to speak Spanish than French. So I know a little bit of Spanish, but no French. Sorry.
Okay, well, scramble. Take the fork and scramble the hold bowl.
Okay.
Take fork.
Yes.
Scramble.
Got it. You see them go at it at 110%, entirely focused on making sure they're doing this at ultimate accuracy.
Roll me intelligence. Actually, roll me dexterity in cooking, Phoenix.
Oh no! There's a cooking skill?
There is a cooking skill. Yes.
I have art.
I will take it to being that you do not have the cooking skill.
I don't
Is
even.
that correct?
I don't see it on the list. Where is it on the list?
Talent. Last talent.
You have to. It's a secondary. It's a secondary skill you would have had to chosen, which is good. So you can still, because it is a talent, you can still attempt to make the roll. You just roll dexterity.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
6.
I can't use art for
Kian,
this.
like, I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
No.
What?
Ian
no.
is just gonna deduct an energy drink.
No. She'll make sure he gets a good thing. It's just she's like, I'm sorry, it might take you a little bit longer than normal.
So you know what? Since he's focused on this, I'm going to use a willpower here, and that's going to make it 2 successes. He is, like I said, he's like 100% focused on this, so he's just like, I want to make sure I do this right.
2 successes will be enough to do a decent job. Yep. Nothing to write home about, but you know.
Okay. Yes, that's good. Now we got to put it into the pan. You see that hot pan right there? Don't touch it. Just slide it in.
Is there a special way I have to do it, or I can just pour it?
Just pour it.
Okay.
Okay. And she will start scrambling the eggs, and she'll throw bacon in there, sausage, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And she'll have a couple of bowls, and she will tell Kian, go from left to right, those are the French kind of salsas. But if you go to the other side of the table and go left to right, that's degrees of hotness in American versions.
Oh, you have a 4?
A 4?
Out of 10? Or a 5? Or a 6? I like spicy.
She just smiles, Ken. You see that last one that I pointed to? That's the American brand.
I wasn't going to touch it.
Right. She's telling this to Phoenix. And she goes, "That's making you breathe like a dragon. Try that."
Oh, that's a 10. I don't think I can handle a 10. I'm like a 5.
I said a dragon. I didn't say Mount Vesuvius.
Oh, okay. So that's like a 5. Okay. So I'll grab it.
It's more of a 6 or a 7 if we're going, maybe an 8. I don't know. I made it 2 weeks ago. It could be up to a 9. I don't know. You have to try it.
Okay. Well, we'll learn right now. And they'll go ahead and add it to the dish.
And no, I want you to try it. We're not adding this. This is Kian's dish right now.
Sorry. Okay.
You tell me if you fail that.
Okay.
And then for Kian, it's just for you. The French salsas are all about flavor, not real hotness.
While you all are doing your cooking, Ethan, are you driving towards Claudia's home?
No, I'm getting an Uber.
All right. So, while you are riding in the Uber, about halfway along your journey, but the driver changes the radio station, and you hear a news story. And the reporter, who seems to be maybe a man, you can't quite tell based on the voice, he says, "All right, and reporting again, the police have found another strange corpse at the university in the northwest university. According to them, this is the third one of its kind, and they are beginning to suspect this may be some way connected to a string of deaths from 10 years ago. It is concerning, but police are recommending that everyone stay inside and do not begin searching or attempting to do any attempting to interfere in police matters in any way." And you can see as the voice continues, the reporter kind of fades into the background, and what seems to be a commentator of some sort pipes in and goes, "Listen, I don't know about you all, but the Cleveland police hasn't exactly earned my trust on this. So as I say, and I've been saying, look out for your neighbors, look out for yourselves, because it ain't like we got the finest police force in the world. Tune in an hour and we'll go over some of the earlier cases, and maybe we can, with any luck, someone out there has seen or heard something that'll be of use." And then the radio station goes into a string of commercials for a variety of products and things.
Interesting. Northwestern University. Murders. Interesting. Well, I guess we got some breakfast conversation.
Okay, all right. Well, then I will take it you will just wait until you've arrived at Claudia's home. In that case, Phoenix, you're doing some cooking. So, well, let's see how well you've done here. So you could make an intelligence cooking roll, but you'll have the cooking skills, so just be intelligence to see how well you follow directions and put the whole thing together.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely following suit. Try to pay as close attention as possible. What's the difficulty you said?
6.
Okay. Oh, 3 successes. Okay. Cool. No willpower needed.
All right. 3 successes. You did pretty well. The food itself is prepared following Claudia's instructions to a T. Your plate work isn't exactly special, but the meal itself is fine. Cooked to perfection.
The good thing about Orders of Hermes is we can follow instructions.
Claudia does put some special seasoning when he finishes the cooking. She will put some special seasonings on there to give a little bit of pep and a little bit of awakening if needed, like a little caffeine burst for everyone. So, do you want me to roll that?
I would say if you're just looking for kind of a mood enhancer, I would say no. There won't be much of a mechanical benefit to it.
Yeah, no.
But people will feel better, sure. So I'll let it go.
So she'll make sure that when Phoenix is done, she'll go, "Good, you just made your breakfast," and she'll just sprinkle a little bit on there, and she will plate up Kian's and hand it to him, and she'll go, "I'm waiting for Ethan now."
Thank you so much. I can now make food for my friends and stuff. That'd be awesome. I appreciate it.
Would you like a cookbook?
Not by myself. I don't think I should be trusted in stuff. I did good because you had great instructions.
You're Order of Hermes, aren't you?
Yes.
You're 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how to boil water?
Yeah, yes. I mean, yes. No, I can do.
Kids book. Give me a minute. She'll just go right over to her little library. Go, "Oh, you're a Star Wars fan?"
Yes.
Great. She pulls out a book and it says Cooking with Padawans. And she just hands it to him.
Oh, thank you. This is perfect. Okay. Oh, I can come up with some great surprises. I appreciate
It's all kid friendly. At the same time, if you can't boil water on your own, you need some help.
Oh, no, I can do that. It just
Okay.
usually, as long as I got good instructions and a teacher around, I can do a good job. But by myself,
You can video call me only. I'll give you a schedule when I'm available. You can video call me when you're doing it.
Thank you. How did yours come out, Kian?
Tastes fine.
Can I try?
No.
You have the same thing. Only
Oh.
that Kian has different salsa. See the salsa buns I'm pointing out to you right now?
Mhm.
You've got the American hot and then you've got the French savory, depending on which one you want.
Okay.
It's cooked the same thing. I need to know what Smalls wants, but I'm waiting for him apparently to arrive.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that surprise on that. Sorry.
Oh, we weren't supposed to come? Oh.
No, I had no idea you guys were coming here, so it's like surprise.
I called you 5 minutes after I picked up the energy drinks from the corner store.
No, and I appreciate it, but I didn't realize that everyone. Glad I cleaned and kept clean, and then continued to clean. I slept some at some point. I don't remember anymore.
You need to sleep.
Oh
That's
yeah,
important.
I do, but that was after I had a run-in with somebody who was trying to kill me. But that was only because it was my avatar trying to boost me up.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Yeah, it was one of those evenings.
Can's taking a photo of his breakfast burrito and sending it to Ethan. Like, where are you?
I'm hungry now.
You
Looks
may
at the Uber driver.
arrive whatever you like, Ethan. We may arrive whatever you like, Ethan.
Oh, Ethan looks at his phone and sees it and is like, as he steps out of the car and walks up the driveway.
There he is.
Did you guys hear
Okay.
about some burritos?
She's making him a breakfast burrito.
I want to go get a burrito.
Help you with that.
I know.
You mean in real life?
Yeah.
You're fucked, my guy. I'm sorry.
Oh,
No, he didn't see. Whoa. Yeah, I'm not sure how the burrito is. It's like up there.
there's stuff. But it's not like San Diego.
Gotcha.
It's not as prolific.
You got some good ones.
Like every single corner. Like San Diego with taco shops is like Starbucks in Seattle.
All right.
But yeah, no. Well, while he's waiting for the breakfast burrito, he'll bring up the hey, did you guys hear anything about you guys listen to the radio lately?
No.
What happened?
So, on the way here, I just heard about some strange murders up at the Northwestern College. I didn't get too detailed, but
What did you let your experiments do to the students? She's joking, of course.
well, they asked for it.
I don't think they asked for it that way.
Sure, they did. They said, "Make me better, bro." And
Is that the ones that you stole from me, or is that the ones that you're trying to pick up from me?
I mean, they wanted the PEDs, and uh,
Look, my guy, stop poaching. Just because you can't get good talent on your own isn't my fault.
oh,
But does
These
a
aren't-
kid,
these are
does a
just test
kid work for
subjects.
him? I mean,
Yeah,
No.
but I'm employed.
Yeah, he is. I'm not.
I get paid.
oh, the other people don't get paid. They do
That's
it
what
for
interns
free?
are for. Yeah.
They're interns. They get
You
work
don't pay
experience.
interns.
Mm-hmm.
They get work experience and get to put it on their resume.
That's right.
And usually we vouch for them that they did the work that they said they did.
Oh, I
But-
need to write that recommendation letter.
Oh, yeah.
Except for
I do
Timmy, he
the-
didn't do shit.
Oh yeah, no, I emailed his professor
Told-
for you.
I told you about him. Nickel
Um,
baby.
So,
Yes.
so this murder, do we think is magically based? Could it be?
Could be.
Or it's vampires.
The timing, yeah. I mean, the timing was interesting.
I mean, it's either vampires, werewolf. Well, actually, yeah, it's a big three.
Yeah, so I guess maybe we focus on that after we deal with the note, or you just would have kicked that to the curb.
Well, eventually we do have to deal with the node period and story,
Mhm.
but at the same time we have to,
Mm.
find our way around the big three. So there we go.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Oh yeah, here's what Grandpa gave me. I'll hand the stuff over to Claudia.
Yeah, and don't worry, you guys. I got you. I got your water breathing problems covered for next time. That way you don't have to sit around on dry land, looking goofy.
It's a
That's fine.
diary entry, something about a cabal and Ahi-Batan, Celestial Chorus, and Order Hermes.
What the fuck knuckles did he go into? Jill.
I asked him. I walked in. He handed it to me. It was really weird, but I'm not asking questions.
You don't ask your mentor?
I feel like if I asked him, how did you get this? It's going to be an explanation that probably starts like 10,000 years in the future and slowly winds to present day, assuming he does not get off tangent somewhere.
Oh, so this couldn't be an email conversation. Got it.
No, he does not like technology.
No. That's a joke, as in they can't, compartmentalize and give you a synopsis.
No. He's like 300 years old.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, you're dealing with an old as Anatos. That's why I call him Grandpa.
Got it. Understood. All right. Is this in English at least?
Yeah, no, that's in English.
Okay, good.
I read 2 languages. That's it.
Yeah, French and English.
English and Gaelic.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And she'll start flipping through the book to read.
Claudia, do
Well,
you have the
eaten.
speed read skill?
I don't, nor do I have research. However, I've got 3 in intelligence because I had to give up the research to at least get 1 in athletics.
Okay. Roll me your intelligence at difficulty 6. Let's see how much you can get through with a cursory look over.
Oh yeah, we're just going cursory. This is fine. Difficulty 6.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee.
Okay, with 2 successes, I would say you gather a lot of the same information that Kian did. But the trio was attempting to look into something related to change or dynamism. But that's about all you find out.
Choco, how big is this book, by the way, Storyteller?
It doesn't have page counts, but it's pretty thick. Maybe this big.
Okay. Do you want to just trade on and off reading this?
Yeah, I'll give it another stab tonight. I only got
Okay.
to the part about the dynamism and then my eyes gave out.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm already there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Basically, he said, and very cryptically, all of your answers lie within this.
Oh, so pretty much I'm not going to tell you because I wrote it all down, so that saves me time from actually talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
It's always an interesting conversation.
Really? Is it?
Sometimes.
So,
Unless
so
you
how
ask
big
him
of a
something
corner?
like exceptionally theoretical, and then that's a good way to take a nap.
Oh, okay. So pretty much asking him about real quick tid point. I asked my econ professor, short little priest guy. He was very, very Catholic. And he was more about teaching us about Catholicism than he was wanting to teach about economics. So if you wanted about a 2-week nap, you asked him about purgatory.
Mhm.
Got it.
I just ask him about random stuff, and he's pretty good about just helping me out with it. I know we're supposed to cycle back around to spirits, but I figure that'll be whenever I'm done with the node.
I still don't understand how you don't do spirits yet.
We were working on the forces of decay first.
Yeah, but death mage helping spirits pass through and move on?
I can hear them. I just can't see them.
Great.
So there's like not a communication barrier. I just can't see.
You keep, redefining what it means to be euthanatos every time I talk to you.
You know, I blame my parents for that one.
No,
He's going back to his burrito.
It's entertaining.
And as Phoenix takes out was it mid-bite from one of his super sweet danishes, because I forgot he also has a sugar addiction. So as he stops at mid-bite, he's like, oh, by the way, it's not a spirit underneath the water. It's a consciousness. We found it out yesterday.
By who?
Oh, it used to be a lot more common in this place called Horizon. It can't be a ghost, because if it was a ghost, they would have kept you inside. And ghosts don't usually use like mental attacks.
So it's a consciousness?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lingering consciousness.
Yeah, it stays behind. Usually they're considered guardians. So my spirit isn't going to help, because they're not spirit. You need the mind.
So we need somebody with a mind sphere.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody here has a mind sphere.
I do not.
Oh, you have the mind sphere.
Oh.
Yeah, how do you think I keep away from all the family bullshit?
I thought that was luck.
No. Well, some of it is.
See, I'm not
Fate
wrong.
and wheel. No, I mean I can do like a little bit. The one dot. But like don't ask me to like read somebody's mind. We're working on that. Spirits first, or my mentor's gonna be mad at me.
Well, you hate your family members too? Is everyone?
No. My
No.
family is exceptionally complicated, and they like to do shenanery.
My family's actively trying to hurt me. But everyone else here at the table, I think. Ethan, how's your family? Good? Ethan.
Yes.
Hi.
He's
your family
burrito.
I know, right? Your family isn't actively trying to kill you, or your family. You're good with your family, right?
Yeah, my family's fine.
See, I'm the only one that's odd.
Okay. Because it sounds like, for a second, I thought, wait, try to kill, what? Okay, so Keen's family, they're not trying to kill you, it's just complicated.
They're fake.
Yeah, if you leave an inch, they'll take a mile. Especially my sister Moira. I love her, don't get me wrong, but if I have to hear about another complicated relationship she has entangled herself into,
And you're the oldest or the youngest?
I'm the oldest.
Ah, that explains it. Okay.
I'm the oldest of four, technically five, because of me, I'm the fifth. But I'm also the oldest of twins.
Oh.
I'm the
Yeah.
youngest of 13.
And they all try to kill you?
Well, the ones that are still trying, yeah. Others have forgotten or given up.
Okay. When was the last time they have attempted something?
3 years ago when I left to Wisconsin when they kicked me off the farm.
So they're back in Wisconsin right now?
Oh, yeah, they took over the farm and everything. The problem is that they can't find the shit that they need to test the kids they can't test their kids to find out if they're sorcerers or not, or have the power of being a sorcerer.
And you can?
Yep.
No.
I was one.
Oh. Well, I still understand. Why are they trying to kill you? I don't understand why family would try to kill you.
Because they don't like me and hate me and despise me, and I may or may not have stolen 13 generations worth of magical knowledge and books because I didn't think they deserved it. I'm the 13th generation of sorcerers. Hi, how are you?
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, it's very. Oh, is that why you say you didn't want us to be family, but like co-workers because your families try to kill you?
The reason why I said coworkers is because it's easier to talk to and relate to, and I can build trust faster and easier with that than family. Because yes, my family eventually will try and kill me one way or another. My American side of the family. I don't know about the French.
Well, that's good to know because that means that's something. Wait, how have y'all? How long have y'all three knew each other? Has they tried to kill you during that time, or was it?
Been working for Ethan for 6 months, 7
Oh, okay.
months.
Your entire life.
Okay.
But I'm older than you.
Wait, what?
So we got magic. Time travel wizard did it.
Yeah, okay, Doc Brown.
Oh, good lord.
I'm not a time travel wizard. That stuff is, I hear, dangerous.
You've got to be careful with it.
We don't talk about time magic. No, no.
Just kidding, Paradox Spirit.
I mean, you just got to be careful how you do it.
Look, I'm not looking to bring wrinkle into my life. No, thank you.
Do I have a wrinkle?
No.
It's just a wrinkle in time.
Yeah.
You just got to
Trust me. If you've got wrinkles, I've got a cream. Okay, I'll give it to you for free. No problem.
Do I really have wrinkles?
No, you don't. You're the same age as I am, and if I'm 28 and I look like this, do you think I would allow you to be walking around with any wrinkles? No, of course not.
Well, I don't know. I mean, my family ages pretty well.
Your
I think.
family is like half dreaming anyhow.
Wait, what?
You have to remember, inside a human body, the outside still ages.
Yeah, I know,
Occasionally.
but you still can do the whole. They can still do the magic-y thingies to make themselves look. Your parents? Are you kidding? Have you seen your parents? They're fucking magically gorgeous.
I have seen my parents, both of them.
So
Wait.
don't tell me you're gonna get any wrinkles anytime soon.
I hope not.
Wait, so you're Fae?
No, my parents are.
Wait,
But
so
both of them.
why wouldn't you be Fae if your parents are Fae?
Oh, I'm something called a Canane, which is I'm a child of Fae. I can see Fae nonsense. That's how I knew the observatory was a freehold. I can't do any of the things that they do. My sister Moira, however, is a changeling. She got that.
Wow.
And that's why she's constantly in relationships, and I get the calls for complaining about whoever she's dating now, and I'm just
Because
that's
it's
why my
fey
mother.
nonsense. Oh, that's why your mother can find you because of fey nonsense.
Yeah, no, my mom keeps tabs on me all the time. Unless she's
Tabs
cryptically
or
texting me.
stabs?
But I mean, no offense, I would much rather have the mother who just keeps tabs versus the siblings that try to kill you. No offense, Claudia. I mean that.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I wish I was normal, but I'm not. I just accept it and move it on.
Ethan, do you have like family that tries to? No, you don't have family that tries to kill you. Is your family like mages? Are they normal or?
Not to my knowledge. I haven't been privy to my other family members being engaged in magic. I don't know if it was just something that they kept from me. But yeah, no, it's not. It's never something that my parents talked about if it was something that they were involved in.
Okay, so I feel like
What's your family like, Phoenix?
yeah, my family is mages. They're mages.
All of them?
Mm-hmm. Except for one. One is you know how we talk about the big three? One likes to kill vampires.
That's not a big three. That's a hunter.
Yeah, we don't talk to him that much.
The big three is, fae, werewolves, and vampires.
Oh yeah, he likes to kill vampires.
Just vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Not us.
Well, of course not. I mean, the rest of the family is mages. I mean, he wouldn't do that.
He can tell the difference?
I assume so, because he's also mage-ish in a way. He uses some unique stuff.
What
I don't
kind of
get it.
unique stuff?
See, how much I order Hermes? How much will we know about True Face?
The order would know a good deal. You can roll
Okay.
intelligence and esoterica to see what you know about it.
Okay. And I was like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, this is the study cruise. I'm thinking they would know. You said esoterica? Okay.
Yep. Difficulty, we'll put the difficulty at 7.
7? Okay. Ooh, 3 successes.
You've heard of how some people can have, again, a certain level of power through genuine faith in something. You know that is commonly associated with the divine, though it doesn't need to be. You've read stories of some members of the technocracy having such great faith in money or capitalism that it's given them abilities, though you've never met anyone who can confirm that. But you do know it comes from genuine faith, something that is rather rare to find in people, awakened or otherwise.
Yeah, he has something. He just believes really strongly, and that faith kind of like manifests into power. And he does that to kill vampires.
Okay, so more of like Spanish Inquisition.
I hear nobody suspects them.
I know. I should get a comfy chair.
I guess in a way, I probably would know about that. Yeah, I guess so. Kind of like that. But he's cool. He just he does his own thing because he's he wants to do his own thing. But yeah, rest of the family are mages.
Are they all Order of Hermes like you?
Oh, see, I'm not sure. Because I don't think Rhea and I actually said them all. So,
But you would know most of them are, though there are some that have gone into, that have cross-trained with both the Celestial Chorist and the Society of Ether.
Most of them are. Some of them has cross-trained, though, with the Celestial Chorus and then. Oh, and yours, Ethan. Society of Ether. So yeah, that's why I was thinking we were the same until Ethan became the outlier because he doesn't have any folks that's like magical. Seems like.
It's okay, Ethan. We understand.
It's okay. Just means I have a lot more to live up to.
Well, you own a business.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Biting tongue, not to say tall joke.
Is that a short joke?
Yes, it is. Just like, okay, yeah, Don't worry. Most of my siblings would understand the dull and boring path.
Yeah. Most of my life growing up was pretty dull and normal.
How did you awaken?
It was fine. Now, on to something entirely different. A step from one world into another.
You didn't blow up anything, did you?
I mean, aside from the car last week, I guess technically I didn't blow it up. It just kind of half disintegrated. But
You disintegrated a car when you awakened?
no, I was just saying last week.
No, I was talking about when you awakened.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't anything too crazy like that.
It wasn't any Michael Bay shit.
No. And even if it was, do you think it would have been a big explosion?
Sometimes the biggest explosions come from the smallest packages.
I've heard people say that, but I always think they're just trying to make me feel better.
Have you ever tasted a ghost pepper?
No,
they're
but
spicy. they bite into the burrito. They're spicy.
I'm sure they'd be fine. I hear the Carolina Reapers are better.
Small pepper too.
Mm-hmm. Actually, they get kind of big. Some of them get kind of big.
Look, they're not like a tomato. They're not like a cucumber.
That's a good point.
Wow.
I feel like we're bonding. Is this what bonding is like?
While our cabal discusses peppers and other foods, I think this is a great time for us to take our break for the evening. So I do hope you're enjoying the conversations about cooking. Packages. I don't really know what's happening, what's going on anymore. But you know what? I hope you're having fun. And when we get back, maybe they'll get eaten by something. Who knows? Or maybe they'll be eaten by a pepper. That would be a fun change of order here. But anyway, we'll be back in about 15 minutes to see just how this story continues.
Next on Mage Ball Z.
Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, we are all professionals. And we take our jobs very, very seriously here on ReeRoles.
That shit.
I'm a professional.
So, as you all were settling in for food last time we checked in on the cabal, is there anything else you all wish to do before we transition into, whatever you all decide to do next?
Besides almost choking on my biryani, I'm with the Mage Ball Z. I don't know. Where were we at? Well, I think we were bonding. I think that's where we last left off. Is there anything else? I think I gave all the news, right? Yeah, I gave everything. The consciousness. It's gone mad over the year. It was popular in the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I gave everything.
Oh, question.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Phoenix would have turned towards Ethan based upon the second note. It says, by the way, someone had a theory. They said the women that you saw could be different. It might be two separate things. It might not be connected. I guess we need more information on that though.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. Anything's possible, right? Magic and all.
Yeah, so just it's something we would have to keep a awareness of. Is most likely those are two separate scenarios that we will have to counter. You see to intermingle in the same place.
So layers like an onion.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, now that we know, do y'all would like to take a trip to the node? Or should we do more research first?
Quick out of character question for Ree. Did I finish making those trinkets today? Or was it
you are finished
okay.
with the charms? You have the
No, I know I'm finished with
vials.
them. I just meant like, did I finish them? Was I finishing them this morning before I came over here? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we could go to the node today. If anybody wants to make any more additional preparations, gather anything together, do any more try to do any more research, and give it, an additional day. We could also do that. Maybe we could, I guess, if I don't know if anybody has any capacity for longer range recon to check it out and see if maybe our friends are hanging out or looking, spying on it there.
Kind of
Maybe.
escaped them. I think we give it a day or two just to kind of cool it off. But while doing that, we're researching on what the fuck this is. At the same time, whatever that lingering conscience was, tried to do a lot of tripping up on us. So maybe prepare to fight or try to fight it.
They're
I don't know
guardians.
So how do you defeat a guardian with mind when only one of us has it?
Was that part of the research? Was it ever revealed how? No.
No, you could. If you would like to make some rolls, you may.
Yeah. Plus, I'm gonna. Ethan, are you good with research?
I believe I should be. Let me pull my sheet back up.
You're a scientist.
I drink and I know things.
We all know things when we drink. Here, read this book my mentor gave me because he said the answers will lie within, and I almost fell asleep with it last night. Here you go. Hands the book over to Ethan.
Indeed. What would I be rolling to read this, Ree? Or to investigate this?
You have the speed reading skill.
Do I? I don't
No,
think I do.
Nobody took the speed reading skill. I'm disappointed
I honestly didn't even know it was a skill. It's another secondary skill.
Not Order of Hermes.
Are you even mages? I'm hurt and offended. You can make an intelligence and research roll, though.
Okay.
Only 46.
Okay. Loop. 4 successes.
Okay, with 4 successes, you are able to get through a bit more of the references and things. We'll say you gather everything that Ken and Claudia had learned previously, but through reading it, you realize, well, actually, roll me intelligence in esoterica to see just if you understand what it is that they are trying to do.
Okay. Can do that. Oop.
Difficulty 6.
I'm down with that. 6.
Oh, okay. Reading through it, you gather the cabal was one rather old. They were around before the technocratic paradigm had become as strong as it is, and they were attempting to alter or to control the flow of change, the concept of dynamism itself. One of what Ethan would know is the metaphysical triad. And you can see based on what their work was attempting to do that they were trying to change reality itself. And based on what you saw in there, you don't think they succeeded, but you aren't sure. You can't tell what exactly happened. You start getting through kind of the midpoint of the book, you find that the passages themselves begin to make less sense, almost as if the thought process would be altered, would change before they would finish the sentences. But you do see a portion in here about an attempt to create a servitor, something designed to adjust itself based on what the individual mage needed at the time. And based on the description, it seems to match what you encountered, though it was wrong. Almost as if the awareness you encountered had lost its sense of purpose. I would say with you rolled a lot of successes. So I would say roll me intelligence in esoterica difficulty 8 to see if you understand what the implications of this could be.
Not as good. Only 3 successes.
3 successes. You recall in your studies hearing about a man that attempted something similar but different. The person you recall in the society had attempted to alter the course of human history by kind of forcing themselves into reality. And what you remember being taught is that when they did this, reality almost like a rubber band snapped back and erased that person from time. You think something similar may have happened with these people based on the images you saw. It was almost as if time itself had been split and you and Claudia were seeing 2 different pasts. One where they had succeeded and things were resplendent and beautiful, and one where they failed. But from what you recall, you understand that a mage who is too in tuned with dynamism risks a process, a fall. I would say with 3 successes, you're aware that it is safest to be kind of imbalanced with entropy, stasis, and dynamism, and that a mage at risk becoming too inclined with dynamism risk losing control, losing contact with reality, and falling into a process called quiet.
Oh.
You think that might have been what happened to at least one of the mages, based on the book, based on what you're seeing here. Though you do notice that towards we'll say the second third or second fourth of the book, the individual writers are no longer writing as if they were separate people, but almost as if they are one person. But I'll say that's all you get with your roll.
Very interesting. One of us.
Gooble gobble, gooble gobble. Care to share with the class?
Yes. I'm going to just say that I've shared with the class instead of regurgitating what Ree just said.
Gotcha. Wow. Interesting.
Well, that backs up what Phoenix saw. So I wonder how Grandpa got this. He's gonna reach over and take the book back.
Very interesting book.
So if they fell into well, one of them fell into quiet. So then, what happened to the other two?
That's probably something we'd need to research. 'Cause that might untangle the Guardian at least.
Yeah, they
I don't
give us
think
a better way.
I don't even think this book has any names in it, just traditions.
That is correct.
No,
To find out if the Guardian is some sort of living entity or if it's simply a magical automaton, built to defend the node.
Oh, that we know. That we know is a consciousness.
Hmm?
The Guardian is just a consciousness meant to protect the location.
So we have to figure out how to deactivate it or reprogram it.
To make it unconscious.
how
Or
good are you with mind?
That's not me.
Kian, sorry.
I have a very rudimentary knowledge. 1 dot.
Do we know anyone that may have some stronger ties?
Mm,
Would we be okay with bringing outside parties members to help us?
I mean, they did task us to do it, but honestly, I feel like this is something for higher up the chain mages to really deal with. So, if we can bring in some help, that would not be unopposed.
Okay.
Well, we're learning a lot, And I feel like with all 4 of us, we have much better capabilities than just the 2 of us coming in, not really knowing what to expect. Now that we know what to expect and can come better prepared.
Plus, if we're all down there, we can rely on each other, and we're not split. So therefore, the shades won't find us.
My only concern is that it involves a magic that only one of us has, and the person who has it, you stated, is a rudimentary level. So if he comes at us in the area that we all seems to be weak at, that could be a problem. So I just wanted to check and see if you all would not mind if I may ask for help from someone else. So it sounds like everyone is okay if I reach out to someone to see if they could be able to join us.
I'm not going to say no to a helping hand.
Then we run the risk of having somebody else want the node.
Oh,
That
no,
is true.
no, they're not like that.
You say that.
That's what they all say.
Okay,
Your Order of Hermes.
I'm reaching out to my family. Okay, they're not going to try to take it from me.
They're like, I'm not like other mages.
I'm gonna be honest. If this was a freehold, I guarantee you my family would try and backstab each other for it because of
In a
how
heartbeat.
powerful it is.
But all of our families is very different. Yeah, I trust them. I mean, if you all don't want to try, that's perfectly fine. I just figured, I would know which one of my siblings has like at least higher of the food chain in terms of mine, right?
You would know that Erico's is her affinity sphere is mind. Ariel.
Ariel? Okay. Yeah, yeah. But again, I won't do it unless everyone is on board. So if you all would like to tackle this with just us 4, I mean, I'm okay with that as well. I just but it's
How about before we go down there, we at least figure out who these 3 people were, and one of them was Order of Hermes.
This is true.
that's
I
true.
agree.
So
Okay.
maybe you could see who was in a cabal with an Ahi Baton and a Celestial Chorister, however many years ago.
Well,
Figure
it
that.
was what? Turn of the century? More between Victorian and Edwardian? What do you think, Ethan?
Storyteller, would you want me to roll anything to actually make that particular distinction?
Hmm.
Or is this just we can
It'll be a
seat of our
difficult
pants thing?
one. It's not your tradition. I'll say you can make an intelligence esoterica difficulty 8.
Okay.
See what you know.
Well, it might not be my tradition, but at least it's my dice pool.
Mm.
Oh God, I said difficulty 8. Okay, so that's not as many. If it was difficulty 7, it would have been a lot more. 3.
3 successes. What information specifically are you looking into? To see just just exactly what you know, because it'll be important. What questions are you asking?
I'm trying to. Ethan's trying to just dig through his brain and see if he can essentially connect the dots on Claudia's question, right? About the distinction of the architecture and the location and the time period.
So, with 3 successes, I would say you can tell it was primarily European, maybe Renaissance. No, not Renaissance. What's the age? Victorian, right? Victorian was the 1800s. Yeah.
From,
Victorian age. The late
from
1800s.
1832 to 1901.
Yes, that would be the Victorian Renaissance. Is much earlier.
Yeah, I was like, what? Leonardo da Vinci?
That was wrong.
Okay, Michelangelo.
I don't know why I keep thinking I keep getting those two mixed up. But it was Victorian age architecture, though from what you can remember, there were several other kind of influences on it, some of which were kind of Middle Eastern designs that made you think a bit of the kind of how the Taj Mahal was designed. But it is hard to tell for sure because what you saw was aged, and then you saw an idealized version of it. So you don't know how much of what you saw was real and how much of it was shown to you, so to speak,
or
how much was
illusion.
altered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, sure. Victorian era stuff, and I'm not super great with architecture. It's not my particular area of expertise.
You're able to explain it in a way that makes sense. That's fine. We're not all experts on Victorian era design. It's fine.
Ethan's like, yes, 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 beautiful Victorian architecture, Taj Mahal, yes.
Wrong era.
When role play and OOC contrast, like, oh, I'm supposed to know this. I do not know this in real life.
Don't ask you certain particular details. Got it.
So I asked Ree. I said, "Hey Ree, what should I roll to see if my character actually knows this?" Because I don't.
Saying that in character, not.
I know. I know.
It makes sense. You'll understand what the intent was. It makes sense.
Well, at least we have a time frame that should narrow down figuring out who they are. Does anyone have any connections to the Celestial Chorus?
Mm-hmm.
How about the Ali Baton?
No, not that one. Yeah, one of my siblings did some cross trading with the Celestial Chorus, so I can reach out to them.
Right, going back to ask Grandpa if he has any connections to the Ali Baton he could introduce us to.
I guess I should try and find a mentor, see if I can find someone that will help.
I don't know, you want to come meet Grandpa?
Sure. Why the fuck not?
Oh, this is gonna be glorious. Sorry, that was out of character.
Let me just grab a breakfast burrito for him, and hold on, let me text him as well.
Actually, Claudia will turn around and take some of what Phoenix has put together and make like this big plate. And then she's going to make smaller plates for Phoenix and Ethan to take home. Kind of like a thank you for coming by.
So I'm also kind of new with this. I brought this all the sweets by. What is protocol for like for how much do I leave behind? Do you take all of it? Do I take half? Like how is it supposed to work?
Ethan walks over and just starts eating it.
I'll give you the northern custom answer.
Okay.
What you bring over, whatever's left, it's kind of up to the host or hostess to decide. And then they divvy up.
Okay.
They could just say, fuck it. It's all mine. You ate what you wanted to and you leave. That's not how we do it. So it's more of like, oh, you brought this over. Great. We're all sharing. Then I make plates and you take home a bit of what you brought, as everyone else gets to leave us some too. It's more of like a thank you for coming by, but here's also something to take home in case you get hungies.
Because I get huggies a lot.
Hungies.
Especially for Huggies for sugars.
No, Huggy is a diaper.
Oh.
Hungies.
Hungies. Okay, hungies. Thank you. I appreciate it. So good to know. I would know that next time.
That's why I sent you home with food. Not to mention, I'm only one person. I can only eat so much.
Yeah, and they look at the large, because I mean, they pretty much brought over a case that, like I said, they could barely see over the amount of food that they brought over. So it was like, yeah, you're gonna have sweets for a while, so enjoy the sugar rushes. I love sugar rushes. So.
I'll take it over to my interns too. I'm sure they will enjoy it too.
Yeah, of course, more the merrier.
Yeah, giving students sugar. It's gonna be so epic. Then I'll send them all over to Ethan so he can turn around and try and drive them crazy as they drive him crazy.
Ethan, your Society of Ether.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out what they were working on. What is that dynamism thing?
Excellent idea.
Might give us a way to undo that conscience.
Would dynamism immediately ring any bells for me, storyteller?
I would say you've rung out all the roles you can make on the subject.
Okay. Stay
Just,
tuned.
just for curiosity's sake, since I have a very high resonance, would I know if it contrasts or contradicts that or not?
I would say you would be aware based just on what Ethan has said. It seems to be the opposite of yours. You are more stable in order, where they seem to have been researching change.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I will see you all tomorrow. Let me know if you all need anything.
Are you all coming here?
Oh yes, that's right. Oh shit. Should we clarify where we should meet up? Is it okay we come here? Do you want to go? Where would you like to go?
I live in a 1-bedroom apartment with paper thin walls.
Okay, so Kian's place is out. Ethan?
I mean, I guess you could come to the business. It's fine.
It would give me a chance to write that reference.
Okay. I would just need to know the address.
Oh. Kian's just gonna pull out a card.
Thank you. Yeah, I know I'm probably the only one that doesn't know where it is, so I appreciate it.
I'm assuming I'm bringing food.
Or we can order in.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Are we doing lunch? I do have to stop by some of my classes in the morning.
If we could do lunch, that'd give me time to get some work done at the office.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boss some students around and teach something, apparently.
Crack that whip.
I know, right? The ground is not going to sow itself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She points out to where the plow is and going, put seeds into the ground so it grows. Farming.
Oh,
I was just thinking of the fact that like wind blows seeds like natural.
and they
Never
do
mind.
it. And they do it for free. Okay. And Phoenix,
The interns do. They pay the school to learn.
they pay to work. Oh my wow. Okay.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's quite accurate.
Phoenix is not aware of this, and that sounds like slavery. So he's
Pretty-
gonna make
Do you know the concept of a university? Is my question.
Pretty typical 4-H program.
You're wrong.
Well, I haven't gotten a chance to go to one yet. I just recently turned 18, but
I
No,
did an
eventually.
internship.
you did.
Yeah, it's work experience.
Yeah,
And they
I did
don't
it over
pay
in
you.
France. No,
Well,
Wow.
no. It's like so say like you're doing nursing school. You have to do in hours to practice what you've learned.
And they don't pay you when you're doing that.
No. You get the experience to add onto your resume, which makes
That's
it
your-
look better,
experience is your payment
Mm-hmm.
which helps you get a job when you get out of college.
because you already know how to do the job that you're applying for because you have the
That-
experience.
That's how I landed my job in New York.
Oh, okay. I guess that
So-
makes a little more sense. It
It's
just-
kind of a trade-off because most jobs, require like X amount of years.
For experience of work. So you're getting, as an intern, you're getting experience instead of a monetary reward. You're getting experience award to then boost you up onto the employment ladder when people look at and read your resume. Oh, well, I'm going to take this person who's got 5 years of experience as opposed to this person who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
I just got my diploma, no experience.
Mm-hmm.
Or I just got my diploma, 5 years experience.
It's kind of a trade-off,
Yeah.
which it was fine.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, as long as y'all felt okay with it, I don't know. I
Well,
felt
yeah,
really bad that y'all didn't get paid for working, but
It's voluntary.
Yeah,
So,
it's voluntary. You don't have to do it.
yeah.
I did it. It was really nice. They used to do
Hey.
this thing called Champagne Thursdays, which was really nice.
What they do
Champagne and cupcakes
On Thursdays.
on Thursday.
for your internship?
Yeah, it was the office and the interns were included.
Bougie. And I love this idea. I do grow champagne grapes.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying it's a good
Ooh.
marketing plan. As long as you treat your interns
Definitely.
well.
Oh, I
which
do.
My company did.
Until Ethan poaches them.
And I send you a case of soda.
I know,
As-
and then I split it with the remaining interns that don't desert me and leave me.
So I need to send you 2 cases of soda.
They're just like, I'm tired of getting my hands dirty. And so they come to me to get their hands dirty in a different way.
I can't help it. They forget their gloves. Is that my fault? No.
It's true. It's not.
On top of that, I mean, yes, you turn around and got a fresh manicure and then you decide to put your hands on the ground. What did you expect?
It's true. It's just true.
You work. I
Mhm.
make them work.
You got to make them work.
You gotta know what it's like to toil in the ground, toil in the dirt, and know how things grow. If you don't know how it grows, then how are you supposed to do anything in agriculture?
Mm-hmm. This is all fair.
okay. I will see you all tomorrow at lunchtime.
At their office.
Their office, yes. I got the card.
Cool. Yes.
The door shouldn't be locked. You guys should just be able to come on in at that time.
Okay, and who did I ask for when I entered the place? I just ask for Ethan or Ken or.
You'll literally see my desk.
Oh, okay. So when I first entered.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, cool. I will
I'll be
see you
sitting
all.
there drinking coffee.
Okay, so all three of you there. Okay, cool. I'll see you in a bit. And yeah, Phoenix would head off. Also, storyteller, quick question. So since my nature and demeanor is kid, and Claudia literally gave me a book of how to cook for Padawans, could I get my willpower back? Since she treated me as a kid.
Treated you like a student, actually.
Yeah, student. Yes.
Let's see what the thing says.
Yeah, it says you get the willpower back if someone responds to you in your demeanor or nature.
So, Kid says you regain a willpower when you bring out the nurturing side of someone who doesn't normally care much for other people.
I'm a teacher.
I feel like Claudia cares much about other people. I don't think she would count.
Whip it good. Come on, now I drink.
You know, I forgot about the caring about not caring about other people part. What about Kian? Oh, never mind. Kian wouldn't even let me eat any of his food. Never mind. I can't.
Kian said no and totally X-blocked you on that, my guy.
Kian has 4 siblings. He has literally stabbed one with a fork when they tried to take off of his plate. He is well aware that no
Valid.
was the polite way.
That's valid.
He
wouldn't try. He would ask. He would like
his siblings know far too well. Specifically, his twin brother knows far too well not to eat off his plate.
When in doubt, know it out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that one willpower is going to be useful. Cool. You get it. You also get it back following the next day, right? Or how else do you get willpower back?
I believe it's just based on your nature and demeanor, but I will double check.
Oh, okay. Wait, so would that be the same? Like if my nature and demeanor are both kid, that mean I would need.
You're locked.
I'm locked to that when I have to have someone who doesn't care for me to get it back. Okay.
I will say yes. Each night you would regain 1 point. It does say good
each
night or day sleep restores a point of willpower. So assuming that you are not doing, assuming you aren't doing anything stressful.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Just want to make sure.
And Claudia will make sure that everyone has a little nice breakfast tray, and she'll go with Kian. She'll carry 2 breakfast trays, one for Kian and one for the grandpa, apparently, because that's who we're gonna go meet.
Just put it in the back seat.
Okay.
Don't have to hold it.
I'm looking forward to this.
Being polite, damn it.
It's okay. Look, Kira, you got the seatbelt. You just seatbelt it in. There you go. Safe and sound.
I usually just throw it underneath my seat.
I mean, we can do that too. I don't think there's anything. No, there's nothing under my seat.
No, I wasn't. I drive the bike, so that's why.
All right.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't mind you driving me. It's fine.
Well, I mean, you're not on my insurance, so you weren't going to drive any.
Oh, no, I wasn't going to try and drive your car either. No, that's a whole lot of nope.
Yeah. All right. And we go. All right. Let's go see Grandpa.
Is his name really Grandpa?
No.
Do I need to address him by his name?
Probably.
What's his name?
Storyteller, what is his name? Because I just took one of your characters.
Wow, you're a terrible student.
Damn.
You're a terrible student.
It's Harold what?
His name is Reginald Marlin.
So you can always go look on the wiki; it might be there.
Grandpa.
Oh,
Reginald Marlin? Marlin.
Marlin. Reginald Marlin.
Marlin.
That's funny. That was funny.
I just call him Grandpa.
Well, I'm sure you have a rapport with him. I don't.
Yeah, just call him Mr. Marlin, and you'll be fine.
Cool. I mean, I don't need him to shrink me into a toad.
I don't think he'd do toad. You're talking about an old Xanatos. At most.
Do you think I put anything past an old Euthanatos?
I mean, he hasn't turned me into a toad yet.
It would be hard for one to turn another one into an order when you're mentoring them. Doesn't show very good form, though, does it?
No, it really doesn't. All right, I already texted him. Let's go see if he will even answer the door, because I haven't got a message back or a piece of paper floating out of the sky or.
I gotta watch for a piece of paper floating down in the sky now.
Yeah, he doesn't like to use the phone.
I don't know why.
He's probably like 300 years old at this point, so I can see why.
Oh, he doesn't know what a phone is. Got you. All right, cool. She'll start looking around for papers if they fall from the sky as Kian is driving, apparently.
Once again, as you make the trip, none of the traffic lights seem to stop you.
Probably has
Zoom,
detergents.
With his
you
doing.
arrive at the home. The poles with these symbols are stretched out around the front yard, and the door is open.
Claudia, make sure that she has the tray of food.
Yeah, here, let me help you.
Okay.
All right, come on.
You lead the way because I'm not going to be walking in there blind.
I'm walking in first. I got this.
Okay,
Upstairs.
good.
As you make your way into the house, you find there is a single table with 2 cups of piping hot tea. Just as you enter and the door shuts, a man, African American, maybe in his mid to late 60s, salt and pepper beard and kind of a colonial suit, steps into the living room, smiles at the two of you. Welcome, Kian, and Claudia as well.
Yep. We brought you breakfast.
I thank you. You have come to ask me questions.
Well, really, honestly, one, because we looked through the book you had handed me. It was exceptionally helpful. We're just trying to narrow down who the 3 people might be. Someone already has an in with the Celestial Chorus and the Order of Hermes. The Ali Baton is the problem. I don't know
Did you
anyone.
finish reading the entire book?
Ethan got to a point where his brain kind of gave out.
So you have not finished reading, yet you want more information.
But I think he's gonna dig in the book for the book. Something about like a legion. Flipping through the back of the book.
They fell into quiet or something, and then they started all writing on the same conscious level. The problem is that there's a lingering conscious that is still in the node that may or may not be, shall we say, able to mind fuck. And I really don't have that level of expertise.
You are correct in some of your assumptions, though not all of them.
Okay.
It does not help you if you are not reading the book, Kian. It is some more than staring at the words on the pages to understand them.
I am reading.
Start at the beginning.
I got to this part, he points to his bookmark, before I fell asleep.
You have to understand where you are leaving to understand where you are going.
Okay. But that doesn't answer my question. If I read this, will you tell me if you know anybody in that former tradition? Or
The Ai-Batan are in many places. Contacting the ones who are still around is difficult, though not impossible.
they on like an out with the traditions?
No. Well, in some ways. It was before my time, but the Baton did not like the way the traditions were going. The focus on Europe and its needs was difficult. So they decided to go their own way, to defend their homelands on their own. For a long time, it was believed that they had perished sometime in the 1800s, though I could never confirm that was true until recently, where they seem to have returned. Some have joined the Order, though most are in a new organization.
Wait, what order did they join? The Order of Hermes?
The very same.
Are they that meticulous like the order is?
The Order has many reputations, though I worry many of the younger generation don't fully understand what it is that they were. They are not meticulous, as you say. They are hubristic, but they do work, and their paradigm, their belief, is surprisingly malleable.
Why do I feel like this is just a constant loop back to the Order of Hermes?
It's always a forever loop into the Order of Hermes.
So I have to
You have
finish
not
reading.
finished reading the book.
Finish reading the book. Yes, I'm working on that.
Okay, for some of us that don't have the book,
To
is there any way
answer
for
the
you
book.
to help us? Because Keen has the book. Are we to rely on then Keen reading the book and then providing information?
Roll charisma and we'll say empathy.
Don't have empathy. But can I
Do
do
not.
at least, let's see.
This cabal has a surprising lack of skills.
I had
Talents.
look, I was either awareness and alertness or empathy. I took awareness and alertness.
Choices were made.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, I got nothing.
Because I was going to do
Oh.
research.
You
Yeah,
can
same.
make the roll with just your charisma rating, the difficulty 6. How
Okay.
charming Claudia is.
Brillo pad. 6. I got 2.
There is a friend who has requested my assistance with something. We'll give you the information you seek, though the 4 of you will owe me a favor.
Okay.
Do
This is how
you
the boon
speak
system
for
works.
your companions?
I speak for myself. I can't speak for the others, and she'll just look at Kian.
I'll owe you a favor. No problem. Let me send a text message to Ethan and Phoenix. He's gonna send them a message being like, "Hey, I can get the information. It'll come at owing my mentor a favor from all of us. I'm game. Claudia's game. Are you two game? Question mark.
Well, if you trust your mentor, then sure.
Storyteller.
Yes.
This ward up against my mentor statement of not trusting people, or am I able to go through this?
No. You would be aware that amongst the mages, favors or a form of prestation is relatively common.
Okay, cool.
It is not normal to receive something for free. Sometimes that can be in a physical currency. Sometimes it is in favors owed and given.
Okay, cool. Yeah, as long as that. Oh, cool. Yeah, then Phoenix was like, okay, sounds good. Wait, I thought you weren't bringing anybody else into the fold. You'll send that in the text.
Not into the fold, just getting information.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And then you put thumbs up emote.
Yeah. Ethan and Phoenix say yes.
As the four of you confirm, wherever you are in the world, you feel fate, entropy, destiny itself congeal almost tangibly around you as an oath has been struck.
Why does it smell like cotton candy?
I
You
smell
all,
okay.
you all have made some effective assumptions thanks to your hermetic ally. The thing inside the chantry is a consciousness, though its original purpose was not to fight, it was to create, to act as a form of proof that their idea could work. However, the three quickly realized they had attempted to interface with something they were not ready for, and their madness resulted in the corruption of a spirit, water elemental of sorts, that had been contracted to protect their chantry from outside attacks. The result of this brush against the metaphysical forces was a death and rebirth. 3 mages died, though in some ways they became something new. Your understanding, your friend's understanding of dynamism is correct, though short. They fell into what is referred to as a permanent quiet, though in more modern terms it is referred to as a marauder. I do not know where the mad one is now. I can confirm they are not in the city, at least not at the moment. If you lack the ability to deal with the mental construct directly, you may find an ally amongst the spirit, though you may need to pay whatever price it requests and to free it from its current bonds.
That makes sense.
I know there's a spirit down there. Well, at least we have to get Phoenix down into the water somehow. Womp
Now
womp.
Phoenix is gonna be at least excited because it's a spirit.
Oh, it's a spirit! I get to play with this! Yay! Accurate.
I think he's
accurate.
I think he's just excited. I mean, honestly, I can't see them, so having somebody who can at least see it, maybe talk to it a little bit more on the level that it is.
I just know they exist. That's as far as I go.
I mean, I know like human spirits exist. Like other spirits is a whole other
No.
matter.
No, I understand that. I can't see any of that shit. Apologies for my French.
I've said worse in his living room.
Mon Dieu.
I dropped a book on my foot.
Oh, well, fair enough. Thick book.
Yeah, like massive encyclopedia.
It would be wise for you to bring your other 2 companions when you go. They will be able to provide a unique perspective that may be useful.
Oh, yeah. Being the side of ether one went down first. We had breathing apparatuses. Kian and the other one did not, sadly. So yeah, I would like to have them come down with us too. Interesting points of view.
Right, I will go under the water. If I
Look.
get eaten by something, you're gonna have to explain that to my mother.
Oh, simple. Yeah, it was a Rukia.
It's not what she's gonna want to hear, but okay.
Not my fault.
Nope, we got this. We got this.
No, but then think about it this way. You are Euthanatos. You've got probability and fate on your side. You could turn around and gently kind of will it not to happen.
I am still in training.
We are.
I will get. We will be fine. We'll be fine. We will free a spirit. We'll spend time reactivating a node, and hopefully, universe, please do not. The, shades won't reappear.
That was the one thing we did have problems with, Mr. Marlin. The shades were around. Could you somehow illuminate as into why they were there, if you know?
I'm assuming it was a node.
Could be or could have been our presence. I'm not sure.
I haven't made any enemies of them.
The things you encountered were not entirely real, though my warning for you would be to hurry. Time is running out. But that
we're on
is
a
the
schedule.
extent of your favor. I wish you the best of luck.
Right, might have to speed up that timetable. Hopefully the others have gotten something.
Fingers crossed. It was lovely to meet you, Mr. Marlin, and I hope you enjoy the food.
She cooked.
Thank you.
cook. If you need food or meals or stuff, let me know. I can send them to you.
You will be aware.
I'm
You
sure.
will.
Floating papers, right?
Be safe.
I'll try.
Nice. Sure.
We'll try. Right, let's go get eaten by a rookie up.
Yay! Just hope it's a bull shark and not a great white.
I'll take the great white. Eaten in one.
And with that conversation finished, I think this would be the perfect time to wrap up our adventure for the evening. To my players, I thank you for being here to tell this story. We are just beyond the halfway point now since it's episode 5. So good job, you've survived this long. You can pat yourselves on the back. But to the people watching, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. But some really quick announcements. Let's see. If you want to watch more fun gameplays and stories, go over and check out the McStabber Studios page. They are doing, I believe they're still doing Team in the Fallen on Wednesdays. I believe they are playing through the end of day scenario. And last I heard, Lucifer had appeared somewhere in Los Angeles. So that should be exciting. So you go ahead and check out to see just how they're handling that particular situation. On Friday nights, they are continuing their Queen's Gambit adventure. I believe it is the vampire's turn, and I have heard that they are dealing with a Tremere Chantry that used to belong to the Sabbat. So that'll be fun. I'm told that the characters have made themselves very unique, and the situation will be very exciting. Let's see, on Saturday, you can return to Chicago Hidden City, where myself, as well as a few other mages, are being led through Chicago, just after Kevin Jackson has taken command. And that game is ran by Junie here, where we may or may not be about to commit war crimes on people.
When are you not committing war crimes is my question.
I mean, typically, we didn't
Why?
do anything last episode. Technically.
He's the Sombra. What do you expect?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you
I'm
want
a
to see the sweet
primogen.
flamethrower?
I mean, sure. Let's see. You can also check Junie's channel here on when's the next day are you streaming, Junie?
Available?
Yeah. All right.
Maybe Thursday. I'm gonna try and do some stuff on Saturday and possibly Sunday, but my weekend isn't swallowed up.
All right. Okay, I believe that's all the announcements from me. So we'll go ahead and let these wonderful people tell you where you can find them on the internet, and then yeah. So we'll go ahead and start with Ethan here.
Yeah, you can find me at Sir Monolith on the socials. Not super active at the moment. The only place I'm super active is here on Ree's channel. So keep coming back to watch for all the shenanigans Ree comes up with.
All right, Kian.
I'm Ari. I'm not super active on my social media either. I do have the Twitter at Small Shadow Snack that I am debating of deleting just because. Yeah. But I'm also over on Blue Sky at Aurelia Crane. I'm not super active over there either, but I'm there. Otherwise, you can find me here, causing chaos for Ree.
All right, next up, Judy. Is there anything else you would add?
I'm Judy Von Esch. You can find me on the internet because that's where I live. I am super active on my socials. I'm waning slowly on Twitter. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Instagram. I'm on a whole bunch of other shit. You can find me on my channel. You can find me over at McStabbers. You can find me here. Yeah. I'm all around everywhere. I'm literally 3D.
All right.
Oh, and I was muted. Hi. So I'm Kira858. As always, it's been a blast. We have made it through another session with not the technocracy coming out and attack us. And we bonded. We actually had some connections somewhat. I think some better than others. I still feel like Kian and Phoenix are, if this was civilization, they would be neutral. While Ethan and Claudia is probably more closer towards the friendly aspect. There was a clear, I will remember this when Kian did not offer his food. So, so where you can find me on YouTube at the Cookout TTRPGs, where we have a wide variety of TTRPG goodness. We have been on a bit of hiatus, and that's because actually this will be the first time I will announce this. I am finally finished with the second issue of Rise of the Nephilim. We're gonna be sending it out to, of course, our the printer to check things out, make sure everything looks good. But be on the lookout at the second issue. Will be hopefully hitting a store near you. So of course, I make my own comic book company, and you can find out all of our content at snowstormcomics.com, the website, as well as on Instagram. You can find all of our updates at Snowstorm Comics, and that's me.
All right, and with that, our story has come to its end. So I do hope you will join us again next week to find out just what these mages get themselves involved in and what their road to ascension is like. But until then, see you later.